Mumford not playing, and straight into it against one of the informed ruckmen of the competition, Todd Goldstein. We're underway in this round 10 encounter, and already we've got a free.
Well, interesting to see Reece Shaw running with Brent Harvey. Craig Bird's gone straight to Andrew Swallow.
So Swallow straight down the middle. Hanson, who had a pretty average game last week. Harvey starting forward, hunted down by Shaw. O'Keefe. So John, I think we lost you there for a second. Grundy, short pass.
We did. I went, sorry Dwayne, Mike went there for a second. Apologise for that.
Swallow about to pump it back in. Goes for the pass. Petrie got it again.
Well, this has got me beat because Sydney's defenders are playing behind, and I don't understand that. When you've got someone like Drew Petrie, the last thing you want to do is concede front position and allow him to run at the footy because it's going to be almost impossible to spoil.
Big for his confidence. Splits the middle. First goal of the afternoon to North Melbourne. Need to win this after losing to the bottom team last week, North Melbourne. Losing to the Brisbane Lions. In fact, their only wins this year have been against Melbourne and Port Adelaide. From the knockdown, Parker put his nose down.
He did well.
Kennelly kick smothered. Adams to steal. Harvey shoots it away. Swallow pumps it wide. Good movement. McMillan short. Here he is again. Petrie.
That's 3 times. 3 times he's pushed off his opponent, Ted Richards, led straight at the footy.
That's what he has ahead of him. Strikes it nicely. Hits it like a sweet kiss. He's got 2. Gives it off just in time, and O'Keefe bumped at the right time by Anthony out on the full.
Love the early pressure. Yeah. Love the early pressure from North Melbourne. They're taking away Sydney's time to dispose of the footy, and they look like they've got a bit more run.
Frito went for Harvey. Runs offshore. Pokes the pass. Petrie.
Well, seriously.
Plays on. Goes to the square. Edwards is down there. Floats in and grabs. And plays on. 3-goal start to North Melbourne.
They need to get themselves going, Sydney. Andrew Swallow is dominating. He's had 10 possessions. Jude Bolton's trying to go to him, but not doing a good enough job. He's just had the 4. He's got 3 clearances to go with his 10 possessions, Andrew Swallow.
Kennedy to Parker. Came on as the sub last week. He's off to McGlynn. Goods. Just floats it up. McVeigh's under it. Needs to go. Bang! They arrived and arrived hard. Shaw gets away from Harvey. Doesn't want to have the shot. Just the required 15 to McVeigh.
Good play, Reece Shaw. That's one thing. If he can add an attacking string to his bow when he's playing on Brent Harvey and make Brent Harvey work defensively, that's enormous for Sydney.
Joe McVeigh, who's been mentoring the first gamer, Lewis Johnson, the last 2 years, and they've lined them up together, side by side on the half-forward line. Sydney Swans, good ploy, and they desperately need one. Squeezes it in.
Good kick.
Johnson, see what he can do. Hands it up nicely, Bird. Pops it in the McGlynn direction. He does well.
Just he lost Brady Rawlings there.
Which is the number 1 at the club. He's also kicked 16 goals, 11. Goal umpire barely had to move. To Wells. Petrie the target in a 1-on-1. Grundy outread him and outbodied him. Dangerous short. Goldstein did well to bend down. Smith made it his. Shaw on the overlap, who Liam Pickering told you he's on Harvey. Spear Goods.
Try stopping that pass as a defender.
Outside 50 goes with the pass, inside 50. 4 goals, 7 this year. So he's had his problems as well in front of goal. He keeps it low. Just gets it there. It's a 2-point game. First time today. That's what he has ahead of him. Strikes it nicely. And it's either marked on the line or it's a goal. Take your pick. It's a mark.
It's marked on the line.
Lewis Roberts-Thompson has marked it on the goal line. Swans in front for the first time today.
The umpire.
North Melbourne fans a little restless at Etihad. To the pocket, Matner, Goods, front spot, holds that
He
one.
could have done what Adam Goods did and attacked the footy.
North Melbourne kicked the first 3 goals of this game. Sydney have kicked all 5 since. Ty Kennelly. Grundy. McVeigh's the outlet short, longer to Goods, goes up and almost plucks it. Swallow. Thompson really has a shot at goal. He bangs that long. Looks good off the boot. It's there. Petrie back inside 50. Hanson, oh, he was a little too casual with the handball attempt. Greenwood, kick smothered. Well played, Hanbury. Scott Thompson sides his way through. Might go for another. It'll bounce home. He's kicked 2. We'll have a look at that again. Bird goes long.
That's a good kick.
Seaby with the reach.
Well, the reason it's a good kick is because he found a one-on-one contact.
Get the lead back for the Swans. Excellent. Sydney back in front.
Keep an eye on him. The kicking efficiency of North Melbourne this quarter, 53% compared to the Swans, 78%. It kills you, that stuff.
Yep. Matner to the outer side. They're away. Bird, short. McVeigh just needs to pick a one-on-one. Goes to McLean. Good pass. Bang!
Oh, is that 50?
He's got to bring him back.
It is. That's 50. And Goldstein coming off. He's in trouble. He's got a limp and he's also holding an arm.
Bonds, Wayne, you called it spot on. It's like 2 boxers going at each other at the moment. Who's going to break it open? Who's going to break this fight open? And at the moment, it still ebbs and flows either way. But the Kangaroos just disappointing there in terms of they get the ball in a dominant position to Sydney. Not guaranteed a goal from there. And Frito gives away the 50. We look at Goldstein's injury here.
Oh, he lands
just
on the
lands on it straight, doesn't he?
Going down to pick this here. It was almost a momentary pop out of the elbow for Goldstein.
Yep, and that's what he's speaking to the trainers and the physios on the bench at the moment. They're looking at the elbow, not so much the wrist.
Yeah, look at you can see it on the picture there, guys. It's certainly that left, somewhere between the elbow and the wrist. It wasn't the hand. So,
but not to have another 50 paid against him.
Seesawing game, and the Swans are back in front by 4.
It's still on the boundary line. Doesn't look like he's going downstairs. So. And I think it's okay, but we'll keep an eye on it.
We'll check if it was a momentary pop out of the elbow or try and slow it down. In the meantime, this game's lifted a gear. It's not slowing down at all. A miss is the chance for the first game of Lewis Johnson. Spencer Golf. Mark Bickley, the best ever player to come from there. But they say he's a gun, this kid. He's got the goods. 10-point lead.
Will be if it's Izzy's tap arm, because if he can get up and go with the other arm, then it mightn't be too much of an issue if he can play that role.
McMillan breaks through a tackle, runs to 50, drives it long. Awesome!
Players out there.
Read the target. Scott Thompson held his ground. Jetta burns them off. Uses the line. Takes on Spate, the other fresh player, and burns him off. Sends it long. Kennedy under it. Can't mark it. Goods. Hardly seen it. Runs onto it. Goal. Inspirational.
Another chance.
Farito puts up the rainbow. Petrie. Wells. Is there a pot of gold on the end of it? You bet there is! A 2-point game. 9 minutes and change left on the clock. North Melbourne, their season on a knife edge right now. Harvey tries to extract the kick. Zeeble gets away with it, hands it up. McMillan runs to 45. High, top of the square. Richards gets there, crushed the pack. Hanson, Petrie, they lead! North Melbourne in front. Just kick one from here, or centre one up at least. Goes long, might set another one up. McLean,
he had the arm pull. He had the arm pull.
Needs nerves of steel here. This is for the lead. He's kicked it.
What a finish.
Swans back in front. Gives it up. Hanson, it's not going to be a behind. Petrie can't mark it. It's a mark.
What a mark.
Grundy. That could be the game winner. Just needs to hold it up. He can take the last 10 seconds off the clock. Doesn't need to kick it in a hurry, but he wants to. Can North Melbourne get a mark? It's outside 50. Dying seconds. Sydney Swans win a thriller. North Melbourne gave one up last week against the Brisbane Lions, and they had this one. But the Sydney Swans never say die attitude, gets them up by a point. 10, 12, 72 to 9, 17, 71. And look at the jubilation.